Mellow Yellow, Chocolatiers, Team Galactic, and the Hazers. Everybody pretty darn even. Hazers trying to gain some ground. Mellow Yellow out in front, and they're going to advance. Yellow and Smoggy are both going to get there, because it is the top two who make it to the final. Everybody all within a length of each other at this point. A little bit of a challenge from lane number 2 there on the top side. Lane 1 comes across. Watching in lane 4 as well. Who did get the win? If nothing else, just for pride. And it is Smoggy from the Hazers. Another race that came down to that third decimal point. 1/1000th of a second. But now, on to the final. The Green Ducks, the Hazers, Crazy Cat's Eye, and Mellow Yellow. Mellow Yellow with a slight lead. Crazy Cat's Eye in lane 3, bounding off the walls, trying to catch him. Now Hazers with a big lurch, but it will be Mellow Yellow, keeping it mellow for gold. They led start to finish. Crazy Cat's Eye right with him, and then watch the speed just scrub off, and it increased for the Hazers. Down they come, and Crazy Cat's Eye lucky to get a bronze out of that. Smoggy from the Hazers, 57 thousandths behind. The entire field separated by a 10th of a second. The final race. Who will win the Halloween Championship? Blood Moon, Will-O-Wisp, Zomball, or Casper? Casper streaks out to the early lead only to get caught up on the side. Falls back into second place. Now Will-O-Wisp tries to get by instead. 2 are out onto the sand, 3 are out onto the sand, 1 has already gotten stuck. We are only down to 3 marbles. There you see up top, it is Blood Moon. Blood Moon will not win this race. Good thing is, by making it to the final round, Blood Moon will not be fed to the spiders either. Casper in second, trying to catch up. Zomball down the far side. Will-O-Wisp, the next closest marble that can track him down. Will he get there? It doesn't appear so. Nobody has made passes through this part of the course, but where did Casper come from? In second place. Casper had almost blended in with the course and almost got by Zomball for the win. Now, it all goes down to the total points for the championship, though. Now for the final, the Raspberry Racers, the Jungle Jumpers, Team Galactic, and the Chocolatiers. Jungle Jumpers out of the gate first, leading through the S's. Now, hard right-hander. They try to keep it off the wall as best they can. Second set of S's. Galactic move up into second place. Off the ramp, they set themselves up for the sand portion and move to the lead. Top 3 separated by just a few lengths. Now Jungle Jumpers take their turn. Back up in front, Chocolatiers. They want to have a go. Meanwhile in back, Raspberry Racers. They get in front for third place, but down below. Finish line in sight. Who's going to get it? That's close. That is very close. Jungle Jumpers and the Chocolatiers. Oh my. Did the Jungle Jumpers just jump ahead by 0.03 of a second? Yes, they have. The Jungle Jumpers have claimed gold. All right, the final. In the gate and ready to go. Down they come. Jungle Jumpers moving up to the lead and then immediately lose out. Raspberry Racers blasts by them. Same with the Savage Speeders up in first. Hazers now with a big bunch of speed. And the Speeders block them. Only to catapult off to the left side of the course, and they're going to be caught. The Indigo Stars and the Oceanics are also out of this race. And apparently we're hearing from Timing and Scoring that Swiftly for the Savage Speeders has gotten going again, partly because partly because of the impacts behind and the other 2 marbles that got stalled out. And now the leader is caught. Just like that, the Raspberry Racers are up to the lead. Can they keep things going? They nearly came to a stop too, everything changing nearly by the obstacle. A bit of a shoulder there, and the Green Ducks take over the lead, only to lose it again. Raspberry Racers trying to fight for gold, and then they get fended off back into second place, and they may now lose back to third. All the way from third to first, it's the Savage Speeders. They were nearly out of this race, the Green Ducks. Oh, and look at this. Pinky Toe coming with a lot of speed. Out to the outside, into the inside. Savage Speeders block them. Several length lead. Savage Speeders trying to stay off the wall. They're not going to do it. The Pinkies up to the lead with the finish line in sight. Can they hold on? Yes, they will. And the Green Ducks are going to come across with the silver. And that's the first gold ever for the Pinkies. Rozzy from the Raspberry Racers also getting across. You see Jump from the Jungle Jumpers, the last one to cross the line. Look at how close that was. The Raspberry Racers take third by 0.05 of a second, but it's Pinky Toe and the Pinkies who are celebrating this time. Look at how this transpired. The Savage Speeders off to the top. We get somebody caught down on the low side, but look at that bump that gets the Savage Speeders going again. One marble apiece from each of the 16 teams. A lot of team captains in there as well. Down they come. Off they go. Balls of Chaos out in front. Savage Speeders taking second. Now fall back. Oh, Rangers up to the lead after capturing gold in the last event. Now they have a lot of trouble moving through those quick chicanes to start things off. The Raspberry Racers move up into first. If they finish in first, they win the MarbleLympics. Hazers, in the meantime, who you see just off to the left side of the screen, they have to finish first or second and have a little bit of help in the meantime. The Green Ducks mired back in the pack. You can see in the inset on the bottom left of your screen. Raspberry Racers not caring about that at all. Their eyes only forward. They can afford to lose a couple of spots depending on who's behind them, but they want to keep cruising out in first. Team Galactic, who desperately need a good finish to these games, back in second. Oh, Rangers, Balls of Chaos, Indigo Stars now in fifth place. Savage Speeders and the Midnight Wisps back behind. The Wisps also wanted to get a good points haul late in the season to try to bump themselves up into the standings. Halfway through the course, though, everybody wondering who's going to win the 2019 MarbleLympics. And right now, unless a challenge materializes from the Green Ducks, it's going to be the Raspberry Racers. They're sitting in third. They've lost a couple of spots. Now they get one back from the Indigo Stars to move into second place. Oh, Rangers out in front, clear by 20 lengths. Farther behind. Now it's a 5-marble pack fighting for second place. Raspberry Racers just following lockstep with everybody in front of them. Ooh, they get a little bit out of sorts moving through the apex of that turn, but they're able to recover nicely. Back into third place, now down into fourth. They're fine right there considering the marbles that are ahead of them. Balls of Chaos still out in front. Oh, Rangers now move into third place. They fall back. Dropping as well are the Raspberry Racers. Now they come back into third, trying to fight for second. You wonder if that drafting has saved a little bit of energy that they can use down in the bottom part of this course. But is it going to matter? Not so much, because wherever they finish, regardless, as robust as can be, the Raspberry Racers are your 2019 MarbleLympics champions. Team Captain Razzie gives them the victory. Also up there, Cosmo from Team Galactic and Tumult from Balls of Chaos. Shout out to our Patreons up in the stands. Everybody excited for the finals to begin? But we got to get the semis first. Pinkies, Hazers, Oh, Rangers. Green Ducks down on the bottom. Green Ducks, huge handoff. Wow! Green Ducks, nobody's going to come close to them. The big battle is who is getting second. That is for sure a photo finish. I was just astounded. Look at this. They're even. And all of a sudden, nobody is in the same league as the Green Ducks. The Rangers have second place for now. Pinky's banging off the walls, but they get it together in the anchor leg. Oh, that is close. Pinkies or Rangers? Who you got? Oh, boy. Ugh. Officials coming together to discuss this. They're checking timing and scoring loops. The ultra slow-mo cameras. And it's a tie. Down to the 1,000th of a second. We are knotted. So they're going to have a race just between these two. Oh, Rangers and the Pinkies. Who goes to the final? Oh, Rangers quicker out of the gate. Better through the first handoff and the second. The O-Rangers, never in question. In this race, a huge win by nearly 1 full second. The Thunderbolts, the O-Rangers, the Green Ducks, and the Raspberry Racers for gold in the relay race. Raspberry Racers lead into the first handoff, but it's the O-Rangers coming out of it. Green Ducks in second. A big lead for those top two, but the Green Ducks are going to get them in the anchor leg. What a finish that was, the Green Ducks. This event's suiting them perfectly. Neck and neck with the O'Rangers, who might think they have it because their lead is stretching, including in the second to last leg. But look at that beautiful handoff. Up they come and across the line. Several of those contenders up front. Down the ball bearing comes, and never mind. Okay, I guess the gate did not open there. So we're going to try it again. That's a little bit better. Down they go. Good thing was nobody was released early, so then they expend that energy. They were just all bunched up. I can tell you, the field overall not bunching up at all. Red number 3 darting off into the distance. That lead seemingly growing with every single corner. A train developing behind Crazy Cat's Eye, Reflector and Super Ball. Cool Moody up there, and then a little bit of a gap back. That might be Quicksilver close behind. Red number 3 completely off the screen. Now let's look at the rest of the field, jostling as they work through the slalom. Super Ball trying to get up close to Reflector and force a mistake. Cool Moody staying cool back behind. Now into 5th. El Capitan jumps up. Which path is the better one to take? The high line or the low line? That's kind of an over-under, and we do not know which red number 3 took. But obviously it didn't lose him very much time at all. Reflector up into 2nd. Super Ball, Ghost Plasma nearly got high up there and careened off the course. He keeps going. Super Ball fends off a challenge from Cool Moody for 3rd place. And Cool Moody now up into 3rd, possibly into 2nd. Yes, indeed. Right by on a slick little move past Reflector. High off the walls they go and now loses out. Reflector back up into 2nd place. Red number 3 still nowhere to be seen. The first of what could be a couple of little speed boosters there. Those green platforms, if you go across them, you're going to be getting a lot more speed than if you're rolling across the sand. Cool Moody taking advantage and building that 2nd place lead over 3rd. That's Crazy Cat's Eye. Reflector close behind. Ghost Plasma I thought was going to mount a challenge. Instead, loses several spots and holds up a train of marbles. In the meantime, red number 3. This could be one of the biggest margins of victory that he's ever had. There across the line. That's huge. Oh, look at everybody getting caught up here. Slow again. 3 of them get stuck. 4 of them get stuck. Cool Moody, in the meantime, has taken 2nd place, and I hear that the Ghost Marble has knocked 3 of them loose. Cool Moody, 8 seconds behind red number 3. Oh, look at this. Quicksilver also getting stuck. Is that the Thunderbolts? We'll have to see. I'm looking farther up the course, though. There's another blue marble fighting back to try to stave off elimination, and that one will be the Oceanics. It was the Thunderbolts that came across first and will advance to the final, and it is the Oceanics who are eliminated, finishing in dead last. Story of the MarbleLympics for them, unfortunately. Coach Tide, very unhappy. The manager, Reef, apparently has been called in. They're having a discussion, and I think they're going to fire the coach on the spot. Tide has been fired. The head coach of the Oceanics in shame. Crazy Cat's Eyes in the gate now with Red Eye leading the way. Down they come. Ooh, this is looking good. 2 of them staying on. Past 100. Are we going to have 2 finishers? Yes, we will. 2 finishers. That is fantastic. Where did the other ones shake out? Decent. Past 50 for one of the other ones. Well, we know they've got 260 at least. Where does the math work out? 351. And that's a new MarbleLympics record. 4 points better than the Rojo Rollers 2 years ago. And the Crazy Cat's Eyes are into 1st place. 350. What was that? That's a false start. Look at that. The referee got hit with the starting gate, and he goes with them. And he's able to get back up, and will head back up on top, and I guess they're going to get a redo. Balls of Chaos. Let's hope that didn't waste all of their energy in the first go. A safe release here, and disappointing finish. Nobody gets past 70. And off to the left. Now they're recovering back to the middle. They've got 3 marbles still alive. 2 of them getting past 105, and they get a finisher. So 130 plus 100 plus more. That's going to be a good points total. And it's 408. It's a new MarbleLympics record. The Crazy Cat's Eyes have been bested. 3 marbles getting past 100. And the Thunderbolts are our new provisional leaders. What a finish that was with just a few marble teams left to go. The Hazers, they're all bunched up together. Look at this. 3 of them still alive. 2 of them will finish. What will this work out to? Past 70. The rest should be past 100. And it's another new MarbleLympics record. 2 in a row. 4:38. And the Hazers take first place for now. I would be very surprised if anybody beats this, but I said the same thing the last 2 times that the MarbleLympics record was reset. This is the final final. Who gets gold in the elimination race? Green Ducks a little bit quicker out of the gate, but then getting caught up. Crazy Cat's Eye is stuck. In MarbleLympics history, they're not going to get there. They're going to get stuck. The Raspberry Racers get gold. Green Ducks will take a silver, though. Crazy Cat's Eye now, Team Primary, Raspberry Racers, and the Limers. And Limers fans aren't too happy for some reason. They've thrown stuff onto the track. Calm down. Just the qualifiers. Limers come out to an early lead. Ooh. Neck and neck, all 4 of them now. Crazy Cat's Eye briefly take a turn in the lead, and we've had a stoppage. Primary complaining that the Limers fans try to disrupt the Raspberry Racers, but they also had a piece of debris, they're saying, that blocked the start. Meanwhile, we had a photo finish down at the end. Oh, look, there's more debris out of the course. Team Primary did not finish. I think they're going to go over and appeal. A fight developing in the fans section now. Oh my gosh, Galactic fans are trying to rush out there. Oceanics fans are tied in with it. Everybody's trying to get things under control. Meanwhile, there's our standings as we have it. 0.06 of a second separating the Hazers from Mellow Yellow. I think we are calmed down now. Meanwhile, hey, by the way, the Green Ducks are qualified. While Team Primary fans have been banned from the stadium. Finishers down below. Podium set to be determined. Question is, which order is it going to be? Will it be the Raspberry Racers? No, the Hazers drop through too quickly, and they're going to finish in the bronze spot. Can the Savage Speeders keep their momentum up? They fall into the final funnel. Who's going to get it? And it will be the Savage Speeders. What a brilliant start to the MarbleLympics. This is a first that a team has got 2 golds in the first 2 events. Committee runs out, and they work with that a little bit. Now, let's see if they're ready to go this time. And down they come. Oh, one stopped. That was El Capitan, I believe, who did not make it. Oh, wait a minute. There he is. He did not make it out of the gate, but did end up making it to the back of the field. So maybe that little bit of anger from getting stuck up there may propel him to a better finish. We'll have to see. Cobra leading the way right now. Dragon's Egg back behind, and then a little gap between those 2 and Ghost Plasma, but that is coming down. Cool Moody in 4th. After a great second-place finish in the last race, Cool Moody jumped 6 spots in the standings. He'd love another chance to have a good finish today, maybe even do 1 spot better and get a gold. Back behind Black Knight, a pretty decent gap behind Cool Moody, and now Ghost Plasma taking a look up into 2nd place. Dragon's Egg is going to take that low line, which it looks like will end up being the top line as they go over that bridge. Where will they shake out? Was one of them better than the other? Now Ghost Plasma up into 2nd place, but loses out. Cool Moody can't make a move either, still stuck back in 4th, but now feeling a lot of pressure from Black Knight. Comet briefly gets by, and maybe Comet will have a look now. Cool Moody instead turns sights forward, and now all of them bunch up from 3rd on back. Even up front, the top 2 are right next to each other, bounding off the walls, a little bit of separation. Now Cobra gets back by into 1st place, holding the lead. Over that little chevron, Black Knight is now up into 3rd around the left-hander. He loses out to Ghost Plasma, who propels up to the lead. Ghost Plasma, a great push, but look at the speed differential, and he lays a block down to stop the 2 from careening by. Now Cobra even takes a look up front. Pollo Loco out of nowhere up to the lead. Pollo Loco loses out now around the left-hander with the finish line nearly in sight. Everybody's slowing down. Pollo Loco goes to the outside. Ooh, everybody slows up. Ghost Plasma lost a bunch of spots as well. Red number 3 is up there. They're all bunched together. Who's that up front? I think that's Dragon's Egg. Is going to cross the line first. But a lot of marbles not very happy with decorum at the bottom of the course. We'll have to see if these results stand, because apparently we do have 1 protest. I think that comes between Red number 3 and Comet. So we'll have to see what the stewards decide here. But watch how the last part of this race transpired. Ghost Plasma in the lead by several lengths. Breezes by on the left side. Pollo Loco dives inside of all of them.